Thank you everyone for joining us for our 4th episode of Virtual Cooking at Home with me,
Chef Lee!
So today we're going to be making a version of our grilled salmon dish that you could find on our Clubhouse menu with a couple tweaks so we can make it home friendly. Michael, what do you think we should be drinking with this?
Yes, absolutely. So with salmon being a fatty fish, one of the perfect pairings for that is going to be a nice oaked Chardonnay to cut through the richness of that salmon. So I look forward to pairing that with your dish today, Chef.
Oh, sounds great. Well, why don't we head over to the kitchen and start cooking?
Perfect.
Virtual cooking at home.
With me,
Chef Lee.
Take 10.
So we just got back in from our morning fishing adventure and feeling a little parched. It's a beautiful day out, so
Yes,
beautiful Chardonnay.
we're going to get started with that, and thank you to Dennis, Betsy, and Patty for letting us use your home. We really appreciate it. So Chef, here's your Chardonnay to get started. Why don't you go ahead and tell us what you got in front of us here.
Beautiful. So in our kits, what we have for you is we have 2 pieces of our 8-ounce salmon. We have some blanched off broccolini, which we'll go over in a little bit. You have some basil pesto, salt and pepper, mango salsa. We have our broccolini dressing, which is just extra virgin olive oil, some red pepper flakes, lemon zest, lemon juice, and garlic, and just a little bit of canola oil. So at the club, we use our grill for our salmon and our broccolini, which is why I brought a beautiful grill pan over. But I'm going to show you 2 different ways. We could do it either on the grill pan or we could do it in a saute pan. Okay, so we're going to start by putting a little bit of our oil on the salmon. We have canola oil here, but you could use any neutral oil, whatever you have around the house, vegetable, whatever the case may be. So we're just going to put a little bit over the top just so we don't stick on the pan. And I'm going to use the back of the spoon. You could use a brush or you could just get in there with your hands and gloves, whatever the case may be. Just season them up with salt and pepper. And we're going to start cooking. So we're going to do one on the grill, one in the saute pan. We're going to cook them basically the same way. Put them down. And we're going to season the other side. And we're going to let these both go for approximately 1 minute. And then we'll see you then. So in the meantime, while our salmon is going, we're going to start with our broccolini. So on the grill pan, same thing. You're not going to want to oil this. You're going to want to just put them straight down. That way you get a little bit of a char flavor just from the grill. And if you don't have the grill pan, we can do the same thing in a saute pan, which is what I have set up back over here. And I'm just going to let this go about 30 seconds to a minute. Then we're going to flip them around. So you can see we flipped over our fish in both of our pans. And we're going to take it from here. We're going to finish them off in the oven. Beautiful pan like this, going to throw in about 350 degrees for approximately 5 minutes or so. Until the salmon, I like to go for a good mid-well, but you can cook it to whatever temperature you desire. Okay, so broccolini we've already flipped once. We're going to keep them kind of rolling while our salmon is cooking in the oven. And you can see over here we did the same thing with the saute pan. And we're just going to just keep them rolling, get a good little sear on it, just kind of make sure we're warming it all the way through. So the hard part of our work is basically over. We're going to start the plating process. So basil pesto, we're going to put down right in the center of the plate. I like it to go a little heavy, so you're going to use approximately a 1/4 cup. So our salmon's going to go down right in the middle. We're going to put some of the broccolini right next to it. We're going to top our salmon with the mango salsa. All right, and then we're going to take some of our broccolini dressing and just kind of drizzle it right on top. If you want to do it in a mixing bowl all together, you can do it in a saute pan. I like to just throw a little bit right on top. We're going to hit a little more of our salt and pepper. So as we're about ready to dig into our delicious salmon entrees, Michael, why don't you take us through the pairing and the whys and the hows and why we're drinking this delicious diet now?
Yes, absolutely. Before we get into the specific wine that we're drinking, salmon is obviously, it's a very fatty, it's a very rich and oily fish. So preferably, if you're going to pair wine with this, you're looking for a full-bodied white wine, preferably something with some oak age or some time age on it. Some examples of some wines that would work with this would be Viogniers, a white Burgundy, Australian Chardonnay. You could even do an aged white Rioja from Spain. You've got a lot of options when it comes to pairing with this. In particular, what we're going to be doing today, and probably the best pairing for salmon, is aged oak California Chardonnay. So specifically anywhere from Sonoma all the way down to the Central Coast, even into Santa Barbara, which is what we'll be featuring today, is a Santa Barbara Chardonnay. And this wine has a very smooth and voluptuous texture, which is going to match up to that salmon, and it's going to match the weight and the mouthfeel of the fish. So it's going to be almost a perfect pairing. So we'll be offering this at the club. We've got a few bottles left, so please, enjoy with Chef's salmon dish here.
Perfect. So thank you everyone for joining us for our 4th episode of Virtual Cooking at Home with me,
Chef Lee.
I just want to thank you again for supporting us, supporting the club, and we look forward to seeing everyone hopefully soon.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Chef, for another amazing dish. It looks great. I look forward to trying it, and thank you once again for all of your support. We'll see you soon. Cheers, Chef.
Cheers.